All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises and glory and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone Wu Well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Bayat Awadah, the house of David. So I got something real interesting for you brothers, man. You see? But first and foremost, let's get some scriptures first, and then we're going to get to it, okay? All right. So let's go in here. So this is Psalm 10 and verse number 3, right? It says, for the wicked boasts of his heart's desire. And what is his heart's desire? A new world order, right? Central bank digital currencies, right? AI driven, technocratical, totalitarian, authoritarian government. Smart cities, 15-minute smart cities. Smart meaning surveillance, monitoring, analysis, reporting, and tracking. You see? RFID microchips, okay? Blockchains where everything is stored on that blockchain, where they can track, trace, and control everything and turn off your chip. You see? This is the world that they're entitled to, okay? Drones, right? Palantir, Gideon, pre-crime, right? You see? All these things, okay? Let's continue on. It says, the wicked through the pride of his countenance, Salakia. Let me go back up to verse 3. All right, it says, for the wicked boasters of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetousness whom the Lord Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after, I'm going to read it off verbatim, God, and God is not in all of his thoughts. You see? So now let's jump down to here. Okay? He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit, right? And that's what this thing is. This RFID microchip is a thing of deceit. The brain-computer interface, right? The RFID microchip, radio frequency identification, the NFC, near-field communication microchip, all that is deceit and fraud, all right? You see, universal basic income, okay? You see? All these things of that nature, right? It says, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And you're going to fall by deceit and fraud, by taking it. That's how these people are going to get bamboozled, swindled into taking this thing, man. You see? And you're going to see, man. All right? It says, verse number 9. Let's jump down to here, verse number 9. It says, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den, and he lieth in wait to catch the poor. Right? You see, because people are going to be, oh, man, I'm hungry, I'm starved, I'm going to take this chip and just going to fall into it. They're going to fall into desire, temptation, right? To keep the things that they own, they're going to end up falling to this man's system. Okay? It says, he lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth them into his net. And this is a net, right? It's a trap. You see? A trap. Okay? See, he croucheth and he humbled himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. You see? And it says, he hath said in his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten, he hideth his face, and he will never see it, right? And he will never see it. So now let's go over here. Okay? Let's go over to Micar. Micar 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it. It is because it's in the power of their hand. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? You see? Now, let me go here to Psalm. Right? Psalm the 75th chapter. Right? Oh, Salakia. Oh, I think it's 73. Yep, 73. Salat. It says right here. Right here, verse number 7. Matter of fact, we'll start up here at verse number 4. It says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm, and they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, and they have more than their heart can wish. And there you go. And what they want to do is they want to chip everybody and be in total control under a technocracy, totalitarian, authoritarian government, new world order. Okay? Track, trace, and control. You will become the UPC. Okay? All right, so now let's go over into the article, and we're going to finish it up with Revelation, the 13th chapter. So I have this for you right here. All right. So this is Clear Bank. Okay. Clear Bank Europe becomes the first Dutch credit institution to complete Micar notification to offer digital asset services in Europe. Let's continue on here. It says CAF status marks Clearbank's entry into European digital currency infrastructure. Regulatory confirmation paves way for Clearbank to provide clients with access to stable coins, which I made many videos on stable coins, man. The Genius Act, which that double Nero 47 DJ Trump signed into, and it came from the top elites, right? It came from the small hat, right? From the top super banking, the super elite, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, right? It says including Eurocoin and USD coin. It says Clearbank Europe today announced that it has become the first Dutch credit institution to complete a notification under the EU Markets and Crypto Assets Regulation, Micar, right? It says receiving confirmation from the Dutch authority from the financial markets, AFM, right? Which would be the new monetary fund, which is a cryptocurrency, which is a CBDC, right? To operate as a crypto asset service provider, CASP. Right, the regulatory confirmation enables the bank to begin offering digital asset services and mark its entire into a digital currency infrastructure as part of the broader digital assets strategy. As CASP, Clearbank Europe will roll out Circle's Mint platform and provide clients with access to stable coins, including Eurocoin, right? And USD coin, right? USDC, all right? Stable digital currencies pegged to the euro and to the US dollar, respectively. This will enable clients in Europe to convert between traditional fiat currencies and digital assets within a secure, regulated banking environment. This direct link between traditional payment systems and blockchain-based networks, right, which everything is going to be put on a blockchain. They're going to know when you go shopping. They're going to know when you do this. And you're going to be under a universal basic income. Right? You see? Programmable money. All right? Which they can just take that away at any time, at any given time. A carbon footprint, and so on and so forth. This is all ties in, man. All right? It says the traditional payment systems and blockchain-based networks will support faster and more efficient cross-border transactions and settlement across Europe. The development reflects Clearbank's continue focus on innovation in digital assets, both by integrating digital assets related activities within regulated bank environments, and by enabling a digital asset firms to access traditional financial services. Separately, in the UK market Clearbank previously announced a deepened partnership with Coinbase, right? Hey, man. It says to support a savings account, right? Offer made available through a digital asset exchange with eligible customer cash benefiting from FSCS protection. This UK specific all right. It says illustrates Clearbank Group's broader approach to bridging traditional banking infrastructure and digital assets ecosystems in line with acceptable regulatory frameworks. We've been talking about this, and this is what's coming. All right. It says becoming a crypto asset service provider under Micar enables us to bring digital assets capabilities into regulated clearing environment for the first time, putting us at the forefront of the new era of digital clearing. This is a significant step forward for both Clearbank Europe and our clients as the digital assets become increasingly important layer of payments infrastructure by providing access to stablecoins such as the ER, the EURIC, and the USDC. We are enabling new ways to move money across borders with greater speed, reduced costs, and increased efficiency as digital assets become more embedded in financial infrastructure. We are excited to play a leading role in the transaction, right, as we continue to innovate to meet evolving client needs. Okay, it says as part of the Clearbank's wider digital asset strategy across the group, with different markets progressing in line with local regulatory frameworks, the European launch represents the bank's first major step in delivering digital clearing capabilities. All right, so now we got this here. I got this here for you. All right, I got this here for you, right? So let's go and let's play this here. Let's play this video here.
Clearbank secures my CA approval, targets Circle Euro, dollar stablecoins for institutional clients. The UK and EU regulated credit institution gains crypto asset service provider status and said it will connect clients to regulated stablecoin rails over Circle Mint. Clearbank Europe plans to start offering Euro and US dollar-pegged stablecoins after saying it's the first Dutch credit institution cleared to provide crypto services under the European Union's markets in crypto assets, Micar regulation. The bank, which has more than 270 institutional clients, 1.7 million individual customers, and more than $13 billion in assets under management, received confirmation from the Dutch Authority for the Financial Markets, AFM, after notifying the regulator of its plans, allowing it to operate as a crypto asset service provider, CASP. That approval allows Clearbank to begin rolling out digital asset services without applying for a new license. Clients will be able to convert between fiat currencies and stablecoins within a regulated banking environment. The setup links traditional clearing systems with blockchain networks, which can reduce settlement times and improve cross-border transfers. Clearbank will connect to Circle Internet's CRCL Mint platform to give its institutional clients access to URC and USD, which track the euro and US dollar, respectively. Becoming a crypto asset service provider under MyCAR enables us to bring digital asset capabilities into a regulated clearing environment for the first time, putting us at the forefront of this new era of digital clearing, said Tristan Kirchner, CEO of Clearbank Europe. The rollout marks the bank's first step.
Now, I just read this in a different area, right? But I'm playing this video to let you hear it, you know?
To digital clearing in Europe, the bank said. Clearbank also said the move forms part of a broader strategy to connect banking infrastructure with digital asset markets, including separate efforts in the UK, through a partnership with Coinbase Coin. In January, Clearbank chose digital asset infrastructure provider Taurus to support its push into stablecoin-related services, as the clearing bank prepared to expand its payments and digital asset offerings for clients across the UK and Europe. That move followed its previous announcement that it would join the Circle payment network, which seeks to allow for near-instant global value transfers using blockchain-based rails.
Because pretty much stablecoin is going to be under a private Federal Reserve banking system. Okay? It's just simple and plain, man. All right? All right, so that's it on that, right? Now, let's go here to Revelation, right? The 13th chapter. Let's just go right down here. Let's just get right to the 16th verse, okay? And he says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. That mark is a charagma, right? In their right hand or in their foreheads, okay? It says, and that no man might buy or sell. Buying and selling is transactional, right? But now they have the means of being able to cut you off. You see? All right? It says, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that haveth understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 6. So with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rule Well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Bayath Dawadah, the house of David. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Abba Babal. You take that shit, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai going to destroy you. Shalom.